fix this just a bit. All right, let's see. Where are we at? I think it's the fifth. I don't even know. Let's see. Fourth. Play on people's instinct to trust appearances. Appearance and intention inevitably ensnare people when artfully used, even if people sense that there are ulterior motives or intentions behind the overt appearance. Oh man, I don't even know how to say this name. Yagui Muninori. Basic to the ability to deceive is a simple truth about human nature. Our first instinct is to always trust appearances. We cannot go around doubting the reality of what we see and hear, constantly imagining that appearances conceal something else will exhaust and terrify us. This fact makes it relatively easy to deceive. Simply dangle an object you seem to desire, a goal you seem to aim for, in front of people's eyes, and they will take the appearance for reality. Once their eyes focus on the decoy, they will fail to notice what you're really up to. I might have already read that one, but it bears reading again because that's true. It's a lesson I always tend to forget. Daily law: hide your intentions behind a cloak of careful, constructed appearances. That is today's. Yeah, it sounds like the one I read yesterday. That's why. Yep, appearances are everything, especially in a world that is visually obsessed. Then again, I don't know. People are so like this with their phones, just walking around, just looking at their hand. I think it's funny every time I see it, to be honest. It's like if you imagine there's no phone there, everybody's just walking around like this. All right. Hopefully the road is my friend today and there's no construction. And if they are, they're not blocking off anything that I need. In Jesus' name I pray, man. Where's my drink before I leave? Let's have some of that. Oh, man, this sucker's full today. Holy cow. Surely went for it. Okay. A little shake, shake, shake. And let's go see what happens. Appearances, huh? That's not a game I'm 100% comfortable playing. I know I read a lot about this stuff. And I guess if you have the mind to want to deceive people, this is like all the cliff notes for that. But I take it how I read it. Because all this stuff's really like more of a warning to me. I don't know if it reads that way, but that's how I take it. It's like it's kind of warning me to what's out there. It's definitely what's out there doesn't seem to be what's in here. I tend to forget that. And I trust people way too much. And I tend to think people are friends when they're really not. They're just like casual acquaintances. Like most people I interact with, I'm like, these are not my friends. Right? Nobody's reaching out to me, nobody's calling me, nobody's texting me. which is fine. But it's something I tend to forget. Like, these people are not my friends. I really hope what happened yesterday doesn't happen today. I hate getting turned around in areas I don't like. Or not that I don't like, that I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's pretty wild. Like, my dad, since he was a truck driver and he's driven for so long, he's literally got a map of the entire, like, greater Los Angeles area in his head. Like, all of LA County, probably. Because he's worked everywhere for a good portion of his life. That must be pretty amazing to have that, like, in your head. Like, tell him an area, he's like, oh, yeah, that's right there near whatever. Because he's just been on the road so often for so long. That's pretty cool. It must be cool to have a memory like that. Yeah, I get envious of people who have really good memories nowadays. My memory used to be really good. I wasn't always like this. But now that I am, like, oh man, you remember that? Wow, that's pretty cool. So be careful what you wish for. I spent a lot of time wishing that I didn't know certain things and that I could erase it from my memory. I ended up erasing my whole memory. Like, literally, the delete button was smashed. Because there were certain things in my life that I just didn't want in my mind. But I erased it so deep, like it erased me. So now here I am. A different me. I wonder how often those instances occur in people's lives, like those profound major fork in the road moments where, like, if you make this decision, this will alter the course of your life in a substantial way, and there's no going back. I wonder if everybody was presented with that moment in that way. Like, little angel comes down from heaven and goes, okay, here it is. This is that moment. What are you going to do? It's door number 1. Keep going the way you're going. Door number 2. This is a different way. But you're not told which way that way is. All you know is it's not the way you're currently going. I wonder how many people would take that other door. It's a good question. Because you're not told whether or not it's good, the second door, whether or not it's good or bad. You're just told that it's not the road you're on now. And it will be drastically different. That doesn't mean good or bad. That's just very vague. So I wonder how many people would take that. Oh crap! This isn't a good sign. There's already all kinds of work right here. Ah, good grief! All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Not even on the 405 yet. Right there at that big turn. He's already all kinds of work. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare myself mentally and just say it's gonna be the same thing that happened yesterday. Look at this. All this. I'm forced. Everybody has to be in the fast lane. Every other lane is closed. It's the carpool lane or the fast lane, and that's it. At least these guys are picking up cones like they're done. Look at that. Maybe that's good fortune. This guy needed this little exit right here. So I bet he's really glad they picked up the cones. Like, fuck, I had to get off right there. Good. So maybe that's foreshadowing of what will happen. And a little bit up ahead, we shall see. See, look, this is how my memory works. I got sidetracked with all this roadwork stuff. I forget what I was even saying. But I do remember what I just read was don't be fooled by appearances. People will put up the best appearance they can. That's why I remember I was saying that I don't have friends. I have acquaintances. It's people I know, but they're not my friends. From their end. I would be friendly. I would be their friend if they wanted to, but they're not my friend. But maybe that's not a good thing. I tend to be like, I think there's a saying: a friend to all is a friend to none. You can't be everybody's friend. Keep your circle small. That's another one. And my circle is literally a triangle. I don't even have a circle. I have a triangle. Me, my woman, and our dog. That's it. I'm not saying like I feel bad for myself, like because I don't have friends. I prefer it that way. I'm just making the observation. This is not a boo-hoo moment. I don't really trust people anyways. This all goes back to why I wanted to erase my parts of my memory. I trusted someone that was eventually proven to be untrustworthy. So I didn't even smash the delete button. I smashed the reset button. That's how drastic I went. Let's take this off. It's a little warm. Not as cool as I thought it was going to be. When I step out of the house, it feels nice and cool, but I have to drive with the windows up because you will hear all kinds of sound. Although I'm curious as to whether or not if I had the windows cracked, whether or not the noise canceling on these microphones would cancel that out. Because I know you can't hear the radio. I've done that test. I've turned that up to a decent level. So like what I would cruise to, so I could hear classical. And when I went to listen to the video, I didn't hear it. Let's do like a little 10-second test. So normally I would crack the passenger window in front and then the driver's side window in back for like airflow. So it kind of comes in and shoots out the back. Let's do that right now. Let's see. Little crack. Oh, that's loud. There's no way you're not going to hear that. So right now the windows are down. Probably about, I'd say like maybe 3 inches, 2 inches each. And that's the passenger front window, driver's side rear window. And that's enough fresh, cool air. So I'll put them back up. So that was a test. Now I'm curious how that's going to sound when I listen to this. Because I know inside of here, it's loud. If the noise canceling cancels that out, I'll be seriously impressed with these little microphones. But I don't think that'll do it. But anyways, I had all kinds of weird dreams. It's almost annoying. I don't even remember a lot of them. A lot of them seemed like they were trying to tell me, like I was trying, like somebody was trying to, like they was trying to tell me something. I don't know how else to say it. Like I was being shown things that I was supposed to understand. But I can't even remember what the dreams were now. I have like vague images of them. But none of it makes sense. It didn't feel like a bad thing. I remember one of them. I don't even remember. Look at this guy. Get in your lane. What are you doing with your life? Get off the phone. Fucking moron. It's not the time to not pay attention. Anyways, I remember one of the dreams. I don't remember what was happening. But my woman was in the dream. And she was like, and now I don't know if I'm mixing up like two different dreams that I had. I might be mixing up two different dreams, but this is what it feels like. Or maybe this is what I was meant to remember. Who knows? But it was like this bag that I dumped out onto a table or some sort of surface. And there was all these like, I don't know what they were. They were like little pieces of paper or... And there must have been like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these like pieces of paper like spilled out onto the table, and I'm like moved like kind of moved like using my hand to like brush through them, like, oh my god, like I'm like looking at all this, but I don't remember exactly what I was thinking or feeling about what I was looking at. But I remember giving my woman a hug, like a really tight hug, like, oh my god, thank you. But I don't remember what if it was about. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It was very strange, but it felt like a good dream once I like gave her a really tight hug. Like it was like comforting, like, oh, thank you. But I have no idea what any of that was. My mind is just playing games while I'm half awake. And then my alarm went off. Come on, everybody get over where you need to be. I will give you plenty of room. Still not 100%, with whatever this little illness was that I had, still the smallest amount of congestion, and then I'll feel like this little, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and like my lungs. Well, maybe it's because the fan's on me. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But like, there'll be like this little sensitivity in my chest, like my lungs. That makes me feel like I need to cough. It's like a dry cough. It feels like not sore, just like sensitive is the best word I can come up with to describe what it feels like. It doesn't hurt. It's just like almost a little weird little sensitive tickle that makes it feel like I need to cough. I don't feel that now, but I woke up from a dream, one of those dreams, feeling that. But now that I'm awake, I had like this little bit of congestion. And still hanging around. Alright, well, there's a sign that says work zone ahead, 55 miles an hour. But that one's kind of always there. I don't see anything yet, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to visualize in my mind my off-ramp being open. That's what I'm going to do. Just slow down. Alright, I'll slow down. And it's funny, that one that has a radar on it and shows you your speed, that one goes from not working and just getting stuck at 55. Like, no matter how fast you're going, it'll say you're doing 55. And then sometimes it'll work, like it was right now, showing you exactly how fast you're going and then telling you to slow down at 55. Because this whole area is a construction zone. You're only supposed to be doing 55. I'm doing 60. I just told him myself. I tend to do that a lot too. If I'm doing something wrong, yeah, I screwed up. My bad. I have no problem taking accountability for the things that I do. Yes. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. An accident. And then I'll tell them, like, if I did something wrong anywhere, really, what was I supposed to do? Well, okay. I won't do that again. I'll do that. I've always kind of been like that. I think. I just don't like how it feels to lie. Lying feels terrible. I don't understand, like, compulsive liars that just go through life just making up shit, just telling people all kinds of stuff that isn't true. Not even to get out of stuff, they just embellish stories and just say things that aren't accurate. That's a weird mentality to have. Like the proverbial, I caught a fish this big. That kind of lie. Alright, so now this is the downhill portion into the Santa Clarita Valley. And over in this area is where they do the construction on who knows what, because I've never seen any improvements. Because they'll do this sometimes from time to time. And then all the construction stuff will be picked up, taken away, all the signs gone, all the cones gone, nothing there. I see zero improvement on the freeway anywhere. No idea what they did. Makes no sense. Block off all kinds of exits, doing nothing to them. We'll see. I can see way off into the distance right now I don't see anything, but I'm still kind of a good ways away from where I need to be. We'll see. Don't trust appearances. See, that's what I just read. Looks clear. Don't trust it. Okay, with the trucks. I'm about 4 exits away from where I need to be. I don't remember if there was already cones here yesterday. I kind of think so, but I don't remember. Alright, let's see. It says 2 right lanes closed. Oh, good grief. Just what it says. This next stretch around this corner, I don't see anything way off into the distance. Let's see. I bet these truckers know. All these truckers jump on these long haulers. They're pretty much just, I think, local to California. They travel north and south, but I believe they stay in California. And I believe there is a standard channel on their CB radio that they communicate to each other with. So the ones up ahead who already know what's happening, they'll jump on there and let everybody else know. Alright, I see some arrows and shit. Damn it, man. I think this is probably going to happen again. I'm wondering if I should just get off on Magic Mountain. That's right here. Fuck. Should I just chance it? Let's chance it. We'll make for a video, at least. You guys can see me panic. I probably should have just gotten off right there. It says the scales are closed and the exit I need is like literally right after the scales. So I'm probably screwed. Let's see. It looks like maybe it's open. but I can't tell. I can't tell. Oh, I think we're good. Thank you, gentlemen. We are good. Why didn't they do this yesterday? There was no reason they couldn't have done this yesterday. 'Cause I'm seeing exactly what I saw yesterday. I was looking at my exit, like, look, there's nobody there. They could have easily just opened up the cones and let everybody use this exit. That's funny. It wasn't funny yesterday. I was a little unhappy about that. That's a good looking truck. I don't know why, but certain trucks are always so good looking. Like there's a truck called a Transfer, and there's a 10 wheeler in front that's hauling a trailer with another 10 wheeler box. And they normally haul like sand and gravel to two construction locations that need it. And their trucks always look so good. My family's type of trucking business they're in, their trucks kind of got beat up after a while. Maybe that's probably just what it is. These guys probably just have a new truck. But I've never seen a bad looking transfer truck. They are always in good condition. All right, well, I have made it safely to my destination. You guys didn't have to see me panic. And I have arrived. All right, and I'm here. Lights off. That done. All right. Have a great day.